Ever since I came to the city, you boo boo boo. You and me, we just don't get along. I heard you didn't like none of them songs. I'm wondering what I did so wrong. You used to call me on my cell phone. Tell me that you need my love, but now you want me to go home. I'm wondering what I did so. Hey, I know when I come on stage, you want me to leave for days. Hey, I know when I come on stage, you want me to leave for days. You used to. They out here booing Drake. Like he ain't get shot on Degrassi. Y'all know he's still traumatized by this stuff, man. You can't do my boy like this, man. Dang. Hey, man. First and foremost, how y'all doing out there? It's your boy Josh Whitford, aka J Rice, out here loving life and loving you. Never forget that. And nobody's safe, man. Artists are not safe out here. Like, one thing we gotta understand, as an artist, everybody's not gonna like your music. Everybody's not gonna like your content. Just because you are one of the biggest sellers and have won all the awards and your song come on twice on the radio right behind each other, everybody ain't messing with your content. I mean, for those that don't know, Tyler the Creator had like this festival thing going on. I think it's called Flock. Just put in Flock and Tyler the Creator and it'll come up. That's all I got to say. Yeah, real journalist here. But yeah, he had this festival going on and he had, you know, a lot of people show up, and surprisingly, he was able to get Drake to come out there and surprise the audience and put on some great music, you know, because I remember when J. Cole did that in Fayetteville, and I was proudly enough to be there, to be amongst that Forest Hill tour when he was in Fayetteville, and we had no idea. But out comes the man Drake, doing all his classics, including the newly Back to Back. That was around the same time he had just dropped Back to Back when him and Meek Mill was beefing. It was bananas. And we all lost our voices from screaming and being happy. It was an amazing night. Jay-Z showed up too, and that, I think all of us had to be carted out like it was a Michael Jackson concert after that. Yeah, I just got out my casket last week. But yeah, it was amazing. So basically, Tyler the Creator wanted to do the same thing. You know, bring out Drake to have a great show for his audience. You know, it was a surprise. But turns out the people that support Tyler the Creator and whoever else was, you know, on the card at the venue aren't the biggest Drake fans. And they let him have it. They let him know real quick, you ain't the one, dog. You ain't the one. And I'm just like, dang. Drake?
Drake? Drake? The nigga that got bodied by Pusha T? The nigga that hiding his kid from the world, but his world wanna hide from the kid? Aubrey Graham in a wheelchair? Drake?
Yes!
Not Jimmy. You know, and, you know, that was also a conversation had that the audience wanted Frank Ocean, which I can understand. I'm a huge Frank Ocean fan. Yes, of course, I remember. How can I forget how you feel? You know you were my first time. I knew it. But yeah, Frank, you know, is great. So I can understand them being upset that he wasn't there. But how can you boo Drake? You know, him coming out of his way to come out there to put on a great show. I mean, because Drake is at that level where he don't have to show up anywhere if he's not on the marquee. So whenever he does do something like that, because like I said, didn't nobody know he was going to be at the Forest Hill Drive concert that night. So for him to do that, I mean, more props to him, you know, to just support Tyler. Like, that was what it really should have been about. He was there to support Tyler. Tyler wouldn't have had him come out there if Tyler wasn't trying to put on a great show for his audience. And it kind of was a slap in the face to him for them not to, you know, receive it that way. And he was upset. He put on Twitter how he felt about it. And he's basically just like, I don't like that. You know, I bring somebody out here and y'all show mad disrespect. I don't appreciate it. And Drake, of course, with his responding ass, always had to say something. So he was like, all right, well, I just want y'all to know for the next 10 years, I'm booked at that same venue. So be sure to bring your best energy or some of that sort. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what he was saying. So, yeah, I mean, what a way to respond, you know. You gonna love me. You might not like me right now, but you gonna love me later. Thank me later. Yeah, that's Drake all the way. This is what he does, you know. So, I mean, like I said, I understand where they're coming from, but you also can't tell people how to feel, man. I remember Bob Dylan showed up to a place this way back in the day, and he was playing electric. He was using an electric guitar, so it was almost like he was doing rock and roll music, but it was a folk type environment, like folk music type environment, and they booed him. They booed him. Bob Dylan, one of the biggest entertainers there ever will be, got booed. And it was solely because the people did not appreciate him changing up his style, you know. And I think that's what was going on with this. Like, we came here to get our style of music, which is Tyler, the Creator. I think Travis Scott might have been there, and Frank Ocean. You know, was I guess he was supposed to be there and couldn't make it, or they just thought he was coming. I don't know, but that audience, that's the type of music that they like. And Drake is not their type of music. So they was like, well, we not about to be fake and act like we like this. So he got to go. Like, I'd shoot his ass again and put him in a wheelchair again. Like, that's how they felt. And you got to respect that too. You know, now me as an artist and just as a person, I don't like that type of response. People go out their way to entertain you. And, you know, I just feel like the effort should have been respected. But you can't, as Charlamagne the Guy has said before, you can't tell people how to respond and how to react to things. And I mean, that's basically where you leave it. So I just want to know what y'all think. You know, were the audience justified for not wanting Drake to be a part of the congregation? Or were they wrong? You know, do you feel like they were wrong for expressing their dislike for good old Aubrey? I don't know. But I personally feel like it's a fence situation. I can understand them not wanting him there, but I also don't like the fact that you boo somebody for taking out their time to entertain you, especially when they ain't messing up. You know, it'd be different if Drake came out there drunk, high, and was slurring his words, falling off the stage or whatever. I then would understand him getting booed, but they just booed him for the hell of it because they didn't want him. And I'm just like, damn. Et tu. So, y'all tell me what y'all think, man. But at the end of the day, we gotta respect the entertainers in this world, man. I see a lot of times that people just feel the need to disrespect entertainers just because they can, and that's just not cool. Because y'all the same people that'll talk about somebody but then cry when they commit suicide or end up on drugs because of the same stuff you were saying about them. So we gotta respect the entertainers. This is not an easy job. Trust me, it is not easy. But it is a job. And imagine if you at your job, working wherever you're working, and you had people sending in comments and just disrespecting you and treating you like you was less than a human being for doing your job. You know, because this is a business where critique is necessary. But some of y'all just hating for the hell of hating. And that's not cool. As my beautiful sisters from City Girls, I don't like that. So we got to stop that, man. You got to remember these entertainers are human beings first. And all we asking to do is just to continue to, you know, get support for doing our job. If you don't like it, great. But you ain't got to be disrespectful. I need you. I miss you. So, there. For now on, just take the Dragon Ball Z approach. If you don't like me, let's fight. That's an actual quote from Goku, I think. Anyway, y'all be good. I love y'all. Be